Hello there, my dear friends and fellow travelers in this vast and fascinating world of news. Today, I'm here to take you on a journey through some of the most compelling international stories that have been unfolding over the past few days. As always, I'll do my best to guide you through these complex issues with clarity, elegance, and perhaps a dash of charm. First off, let's delve into the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. It's been a while since we've seen any significant developments, but recently there's been a glimmer of hope on the horizon. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has been calling for a ceasefire with Russia, and he's even taken a bold step by challenging Putin to meet him in Turkey. This is a move that suggests a genuine desire for a peaceful resolution to the conflict that has been ravaging the region for over 3 years now. Now, you might remember that former US President Donald Trump has been involved in this narrative too. He's been advocating for a 30-day unconditional ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine, and he's even threatened sanctions if this doesn't happen. It's interesting to note that Zelensky and several NATO leaders have been in talks with Trump about this very issue, and they've expressed readiness to begin direct peace talks with Russia if a ceasefire is agreed upon. However, Putin hasn't accepted the ceasefire proposal outright, though he has indicated a willingness to engage in direct talks. This development is significant because it represents one of the first times in a long while that both sides have shown any real willingness to negotiate. If these talks do happen, it could be a crucial step towards ending the war, but it's also important to remember that talk is cheap and actions speak louder than words. The real challenge will be in ensuring that these talks translate into tangible results on the ground. Moving on from Eastern Europe, let's take a look at the South Asian region, where India and Pakistan have recently agreed to a ceasefire. This comes after a series of military confrontations, including the dramatic shooting down of Pakistani jets by India. The agreement has led to Pakistan reopening its airspace, which is a significant development, especially for commercial aviation. There are also whispers of potential diplomatic dialogue between the two nations, which could be a positive step towards de-escalation. It's always heartening to see nations that have been at odds for so long take steps towards peace. The history between India and Pakistan is complex and often fraught with tension, but if they can find common ground and work towards a more peaceful relationship, it could have profound implications for regional stability. In other news, former President Donald Trump has been making headlines again, this time by praising the recent trade talks between the US and China. He's described these talks as friendly and constructive, which is quite a contrast to some of the rhetoric we've heard in the past. It's always a good sign when two major global powers can sit down and have meaningful discussions, especially when it comes to trade. The US and China have been locked in a trade war for years, and any progress towards resolving their differences could have significant economic implications for the world. Meanwhile, in Bangladesh, there's been a lot of political tension brewing. The interim government has banned the Awami League, which is one of the major political parties in the country. This move has added to the already simmering tensions, and it's not clear how this will play out in the coming weeks. Political instability is never easy to navigate, especially in a country with such a complex history as Bangladesh. Lastly, let's talk about the Middle East, where there have been reports of an Israeli attack on Gaza. This has led to restrictions on aid entering the region, which is causing humanitarian concerns. It's a tragic reminder of the ongoing conflicts in the region and the need for a lasting peace. As we wrap up today's journey through international news, I want to invite you all to engage with us. If you enjoyed this monologue or have any thoughts about these stories, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Check the description below for more information and links to some of the sources we discussed today. And don't forget to share your insights in the comments. We love hearing from you and value your perspectives. Until next time, thank you for joining me on this journey through the world's most fascinating stories.